Welcome to Off-Grid Victory. So when you're off-grid, you have a lot of choices in terms of how you cook your food. Obviously the campfire is the tried and true, but here's the thing, that's very limited. You can't really do a lot with it, and long term it's not as sustainable. Well, at least it's not as convenient as it could be. And so you have other options like this guy. This is a silver fire. It's burns wood. It's a little rocket stove. Very efficient, and we like to make soups, and we even fry chicken in that thing. And so it's pretty versatile. But once again, not as versatile as something like this. If you're willing to step up to propane, well, now you got, well, this particular model of camp stove puts out 30,000 BTUs. It's pretty darn powerful, and we can with it do lots of other things with it, fry with it, and so you got a lot more options. And this particular one even has an igniter system, so that's nice. And we just hook it up to a propane canister, a 20-pound propane canister. But even this is limited, and one step above will take you to that option. Bear with me here. You hear the generator going in the background. It's my Yamaha here. And well, right now I don't have the solar on this guy yet to power it, but I wanted to show you this guy. And that is a regular appliance, and it is running off of propane. And this particular one is a Samsung range. And let's see what we're doing here today. We are, let's see here. Let me turn off the timer here. And turn on the light here for you. Alright, so here we go. We're baking today, and that looks great. And so you can see the you can see the propane at work there. And so here's the deal. If you have propane, you can easily cook with this kind of an appliance. This has an ignition system, as you see, and you can ignite these things and cook your stuff. Now, if you didn't have that, you can always use a flint source or a lighter to ignite that without power. That is an electronic switch, but if you didn't have it, that would be fine. And this particular range is a convection range, so let's see how much power it's using. So it's pulling, let's see, it says 460-ish watts of power, and that's for that glow light, which kicks in to ignite the propane in the oven and the broiler. But once the convection oven goes, and once this temperature gets to where it needs to be, then that convection fan will turn on, the propane itself will stop, and the power consumption will go down tenfold, maybe to 40 watts. Really hasn't happened yet, but it will. And so you could technically power this thing off of a solar system as well. It doesn't consume as much as a standard refrigerator, and if you're using it for, let's say, 30 minutes, an hour to bake, well, that's plenty of power you don't have to spend in terms of the solar usage. And like I am doing now, you can power it with a generator if you have to. And today's particularly cold here in the Ozarks, so we are just making we're making pies and banana bread, it looks like, just to keep ourselves warm and to have some yummy treats as we bear this cold. And so yeah, there are a lot of options you have when cooking off-grid, and well, you can almost get to the civilized level, as we would like to say, with a range like this, with some caveats. All right, shalom.